So I wore glasses for most of my 32 years on this earth, and I'm blessed enough to have gotten LASIK. But I gotta say, based on those years of experience, never in my life have I felt such comfortable and lightweight and stable eyewear on this big head of mine. So let's talk about Austin, Texas's own Roka. Let's get this out of the way. Roka's price point puts them in the premium eyewear range, where they are competing with notable companies like Oakley, Ray-Ban, Costa, or Julbo. Their price ranges from as low as $140 up to about $275. So why pay more when there's companies like Gooder or even like these blenders out there creating stylish and functional eyewear at lower prices? Well, just like any other premium products on the market, it comes down to things like quality materials, functionality, durability, and any other intellectual property that makes it different. First off, the materials are incredibly lightweight. Like, your first initial impressions when you grab a pair of these is that you're just gonna be surprised. Roka has figured out a way to create a balance between durability in the materials while keeping them under 25 grams, which is lighter than any other pair of sunglasses, especially the premium brands I've ever worn. Now, I have a large head. My hat size is about 7 3/4 inches for reference. When I used to wear glasses all day, I used to get like these weird pressure headaches from just the consistent pressure from the side of the glasses on the side of my head just to keep my glasses on. Because of that, I would wear contacts just any chance I got. I seriously tried every brand and style imaginable for comfort, and that just wouldn't slide down the bridge of my nose during activities when I sweat, and I never found them. Now, this is where Roka earns its value. Since they're using a lighter plastic material, it doesn't have the structural integrity as like a metal frame to push against the head to remain in place. The answer to that is Roka's patented gecko grips that are at the nose and around the ears, and I can't tell you how much I wish Roka existed back when I played competitive baseball. I've been testing both the Rokas, the lifestyle brand, and the Apex or the performance line, and both function in the same exact manner. Each pair of sunglasses comes with a variety of gecko nose grips. Like here, this one is for the Apex line, and then here is for the Bartons that it came with. And I can wear these things all day because of their lightweight, and they don't feel like they're on sometimes. And because of the gecko grips, they don't move. Like, seriously, I tried a ton of different movements to see if they'd fly off, and they wouldn't. I actually did an outdoor workout in 96-degree weather in this heavy Texas humidity and was absolutely drenched in sweat. These beautiful bad boys just stayed right where they needed to be. It doesn't matter if it's any style of their frames, whether again it's the lifestyle or the sportier, they both function in the same way. Now, the sweat brings up a next point about the design of these things. The lenses are stated to be chemical, sweat, and fingerprint resistant. As much as I was sweating during workouts, it just beaded off if it hit the lens. The only time I took these things off was just to actually wipe my face. Now, the one thing that Roka does state is they're fingerprint resistant, and I noticed that sometimes the fingerprints would appear and sometimes they wouldn't. So like when I was working out and I just grabbed the lens because I didn't care, I didn't notice the fingerprints, but if I grab them now, it's just clear that you see them. So I don't know about that fingerprint resistance, but I'm not sure how much you can keep that from happening. Now let's turn to the performance of their lens from the perspective of actual sight. You ever have a pair of sunglasses that are just great in brightness, but say you're driving and you go through like a tunnel or you walking in the shade and they're just too dark? It's not an issue with these. Roka's C3 lenses and coating keep a perfect balance where they provide adequate protection in bright environments, as well as allowing adequate visibility when you get into darker ones. Now, I heard Dr. Andrew Huberman discuss their optics, so I'm going to steal a bit of what he stated about Roka. If you don't know who he is, he's a neuroscientist and professor of neurobiology at Stanford University, where he did a lot of research around optics. So the man has some credibility, and I think he knows what he's talking about when it comes to shades.
A lot of sunglasses have the problem that you have to constantly take them off and put them back on again because of changes in background luminance, as we call it. Roka sunglasses have solved this problem. It doesn't matter if you're standing in tree shade or a bright light or what have you, you can always see things with perfect clarity. And that shows that they really understand the way that the visual system works, and their eyeglasses are built accordingly.
By the way, I highly recommend his podcast. Another thing I've always noticed with cheaper lenses is this odd optical refraction or distortion, which is definitely noticeable when you look at a screen like your phone. Apparently it has to do with the filtering of the light through the lens, causing some alteration through the light wave as it passes through to your eye. I don't know if it's showing up in this example, but it's kind of hard to focus on your phone screen with some lenses versus more premium lenses that just don't have that problem. Now, I didn't find any filed patents on their C3 lens system that Roka's using, but that may make sense if you're wanting to keep it a trade secret. So for me, I'm thoroughly impressed with the performance and comfort of Roka's eyewear. Personally, having spent quite a bit of money to fix my eyes, I'm not opposed to spending a little extra money to protect them. Now, my last bit of advice, if you're wanting to look at these frames and you can't decide between something like these Bartons, the lifestyle brand, or like their performance line, again, they both function in the same manner. So, you know, I would just get like the lifestyle brand that you can just use anytime. So that's it. Honestly, the only con I can give these things is the price. They're expensive, but just like a lot of things I discuss on this channel, you're gonna get what you pay for. For me, Roka is going to be my go-to eyewear brand, and I will buy more. Like, I want those Matadors that have the patented frame design that allow for better comfort under a bike helmet. If you're curious about the sunglasses featured in this video, these are the Bartons, part of their lifestyle brand, and the SR-1X that does have a patented lens replacement system. And to wrap up this review, be sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe, follow, do what you gotta do, and I will see you in the next one.